taking a task that you do day to day, such as sweeping and mopping the floor, right? My grandma might have a better technique to get that done faster than than I have because, she's been doing it years longer before, years longer because she was alive before I was born, type of one in the chat, if that makes sense. So it's like, it's almost a thing of do as I say, don't do as I do, because sometimes I'm not gonna do it completely A through Z because of the maturity, like the maturity of me knowing the rules. Sometimes it may look like I'm skipping steps when it's already second nature to me, so I don't have to say the steps out loud, if that makes sense. As to you guys as a new traders, new, investors, new entrepreneurs trying to make this a business, you have to think about the steps, so you might not have the moment to be more present in your trades in the market, if that makes sense. If you have to also think about the steps as well, because it isn't second nature, therefore your timing might be a little bit off in the market. So that brings me to what I was studying last night, which was like physics. And then I was thinking about how that all ties into trading in general, because it doesn't matter whether you trade options, futures, binaries, forex, crypto futures, anything, regular stocks, regular crypto. As an investor, if you trade real estate, if you trade in rock, if you trade in gold versus silver, you still have to come to the same conclusion, because it's almost like an equilibrium answer to balance in the market and balance on earth and in the world in general. And then the way that I was thinking about this actually damn near ties into that argument that people were talking about, which is the world is flat or the world is round. And it's like none of it matters. Buying and selling doesn't matter. The earth being round and flat doesn't matter, because the answer is just the balance of, you still got to be able to think for the long term, right? While also withholding, withstanding, and surviving the short term biases in the market. So it's like, if you think about it, the market and trading in general, if you think about it longer, is like it's a kinetic energy pendulum, if that makes sense. I have this statue in my house, and it looks like this. It looks like, hang on, me get this. My bad, I was looking for this one tool. Oh, here it is. So it looks like this triangle of, it's a stand like this, right? And the platform is a black platform. It's that is represents this horizontal line that I just drew yellow. And then it has a one set of sticks. I'm sorry, well, two sets of sticks. One is one long stick, which represents the long term, right? And I'm actually gonna make this one green. Oh, actually, no, I'm not gonna make that green. I'm gonna make that not green. Well, fuck, can't go. I don't even want to make it blue either. Let's make it purple. Purple it is. So it's like a set of sticks. One stick is a very long stick, so that's like macroeconomics. That's gonna be the longer term. And then the second set of sticks is attached to the first set of sticks, which is attached to the stand. The stand has a triangle base, basically, and then it's holding on a regular horizontal base. Let's say that this is just the foundation. The triangle itself, the foundation, and then the horizontal line underneath it, it's the foundation. It's like the house. It's like building a house. So you got the foundation, you got the wood, you got the bricks, before you looking at all the appliances, that you got the what's it called? The insulation, so on and so forth. Type of three in the chat, if that makes sense. So it's like, even though you got this foundation right here, the foundation is holding everything together, which is your foundation of knowledge is holding all the profits together. So your foundation is this is why it relates to science, because it's like something in motion is going to stay in motion until something of an outside source affects it. But then it's like, you gotta remember, oh, I should have brought that statue in here. I'm probably gonna do that in a little bit to show y'all, because I can hold it in my hand and then it moves on its own. And so this set of sticks is long term, this set of sticks is short term. So this is the long term trend, and it's always gonna swing back and forth, while the short term trend can do like a 360. It could go back, forth, sideways. But it's like if I stick my finger in the way, then it stops it of say we was going clockwise, the finger hit it, it bounces it counterclockwise, but the finger is a representation of the news. Type of three in the chat if that makes sense. So your news is what is ultimately triggering the how do you say, it's like the news is the disruption of the shorter term trend, the short term pullbacks in the market, while the longer term trend still goes left and right. But then the short term can go clockwise, counterclockwise, but it's still the same definition of left and right. So that's why I'm just like, wow, physics actually really ties into this really well, because it's like it looks just like it. And it's like once you understand that your foundation is understanding that the market is only a buy or only a sell, and even if I put my finger in the way, even if there's consolidation in the market, it's still only a buy or a sell. The finger is making it bounce the other way. That's why it all ties in together. So type a one in the chat if that makes sense. And I'm gonna go get that statue so y'all can see it even better. Because it's like I have to find a deeper way, a different way to teach people, because technically I've been saying the same thing for years and some people still don't get it. So it's like the way that I think about it is if I want to be a billionaire, then I have to be able to solve the problem, which is the financial problem of the world. It's easier to solve than people believe, if that makes sense. So it's like I have to be able to take accountability on why people aren't understanding what I'm saying, because it's like, there's different types of learners. I'm very, visual and auditory. My weakest subject in school, when I was in school, was actually English. So I'm telling you, math and science was the strongest, and then English, the easiest subject, was the hardest one that I was interpreting. So it's like I have to find a better way to articulate it to people, and then that means that my accountability comes towards of maybe I'm a great trader, but sometimes I'm not always the best leader because I'm not able to articulate it the way that someone might need it to be. And instead of leading from the front, from the top, I'm leading from a place that it was basically in the storm with everyone else. And I cannot, it's like if the airplane is crashing, I can't save you and me at the same time. I have to put my mask on first and then show you how to put it on. And then if you take it off your mask and you're like, well, no, I think it's supposed to put it on this way, then your ass gonna suffocate. I have to let some of y'all suffocate, because if not, it takes me further down, and I hate to say it, but it's to hell with some of y'all, because it's like we have to understand that if someone is getting certain results and I like the results that they're getting, and then they keep consistently getting those results, and that's what I want to do, then I have to go through the same trials and tribulations or a similar path in decision making that they are doing also, if that makes sense. Type of one in the chat if that makes sense. And then I'm gonna go get that statue real quick. I'll be right back.